From Amateur Radio Newsline Report number 2021, these are the Ham Nation headlines for Wednesday, July 27th, 2016. As the current Amateur Radio Newsline Report went to production, we were hearing conflicting reports over the state of amateur radio licenses in Turkey. Jim Dameron, N8TMW, has more.
Early reports indicated that the airwaves had gone silent after Turkish President Recep Erdogan ordered the Supreme Council of Radio and Television to revoke 3,213 ham licenses, along with those of more than 20 TV and radio broadcasters. Word came to Amateur Radio Newsline on Thursday, July 21st, that Turkey's sweeping restrictions against radio and TV operations had not yet affected that nation's amateur licenses. One Turkish amateur, Tevfik TA1HZ, reported to us in an email, quote, "As of this time, there is no curfew imposed on amateur radio in Turkey. The country is now under extraordinary circumstances law. But BTK, the communications authority, has not released any announcement about ham radio restrictions," end quote. Tevfik, a Turkish physician, added, quote, "There is no information about any restrictions for amateur radio," end quote.
More in future Newsline reports. Now an update on the Hayden Pass fire that has burned more than 16,000 acres in Colorado's Fremont County.
Amateur Radio Newsline's Amanda Alden Carrier, K1DDN, the Aries Emergency Coordinator for the county, sent an update to Newsline on Wednesday, July 20th, 12 days after lightning first sparked the deadly wildfire. Amanda told us that Colorado Aries amateurs remained active through Friday, July 15th, and handled all traffic via the DTR system on 800 megahertz. She said in an email that, quote, "These wildfires spread so quickly that it reminds all of us to be ready to answer the call for help in a matter of minutes, not hours." According to various news reports, evacuees were allowed back home Tuesday, July 19th. Amanda told us one day later that the second part of the Aries activation remained on standby with the possibility of staffing the Red Cross shelters. With Amanda in the field, Newsline will have more on this story as it develops.
Let's catch up with the latest in radio scouting.
This week in Radio Scouting, we have a special event station coming on the air in Michigan and updates on the National Jamboree. Richard Zarczynski, AC8FJ, will be the control operator for the Portable 8 station at the Michigan International Camporee at the Northwood Scout Reservation in Lumpton, Michigan, from July 24th to July 31st. This special camporee, occurring once every 4 years, has scouts from over 20 countries as well as from 14 U.S. states. Richard will have a special event station set up to let other amateurs know on various frequencies about the event. Jim Wilson, K5ND, announced that the K2BSA has secured sponsorship for the National Jamboree in 2017 from ICOM America, DX Engineering, and MFJ Enterprises. Congratulations to the team at Camp Geiger for making it on the news. Fox 26 KNPN did a video segment on the scouts finishing their week of radio merit badge work at camp. Please help support this activity and others involving youth and amateur radio by working and spotting them on the air and online. For more information on K2BSA and radio scouting, please visit k2bsa.net. For Amateur Radio Newsline and the K2BSA Amateur Radio Association, this is Bill Stearns, NE4RD.
Finally this week, get well wishes for a friend of Newsline and DXers everywhere.
Pasquale Lagamba, IZ8IYX, chief editor of DX Coffee, the Italian-based amateur radio magazine, has been hospitalized following an accident in which he was struck by a car while en route to work. Although Pasquale survived, he will have to undergo 2 surgeries. We here at Amateur Radio Newsline would like to wish Pasquale a swift and complete recovery.
And that's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline, your independent source for amateur radio news for 4 decades and counting at www.arnewsline.org. With Jim Dameron, N8TMW, Bill Stearns, NE4RD, Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team across the globe, I'm Don Wellbanks, AE5DW. 7-3. We'll see you next time here on Ham Nation.